Hi, I'm Jeff Murrah. I want to welcome you to True Texas History. And today we're going to be talking about Catherine Dorman. She's one of those ladies of Texas history that not a lot of people know much about. But being that today, September the 8th, is the anniversary both of the 1900 storm and the Battle of Sabine Pass, I wanted to go ahead and cover the story of Catherine Dorman. She is, y'all know about Dick Dowling and his men there at the Battle of Sabine Pass. He and 47 of his men kept back an invasion of 4,000. But the heroine of the story is Catherine Dorman. She was the one that ran the hotel near the fort, the Catfish Hotel. I mean, doesn't that sound truly Texan? But she ran the hotel, and all the time that the battle was going, she kept hot coffee, donuts, and whiskey going to those Irishmen, which kept those cannons a-going and enabled them to win the battle. But Katie Dorman, I call her Katie, but it's actually Catherine Dorman. She was quite a character herself. After having moved to Texas with her husband, he soon passed away, and so she found herself being the sole owner of the hotel that he ran, Hotel and Wharf there, Sabine Pass, and she was left alone with her two daughters, and people of the town took a liking to her, and they took care of her. And at one point, there was a woman that stayed at the hotel, and apparently she was not happy with Catherine. She went in there and laid into her, gave her a severe tongue lashing, and Catherine responded with a similar tongue lashing. Now, this lady who did it, she was known locally as Dutch Margaret, but some of the people staying at the hotel were such close friends to Catherine. They met old Dutch Margaret out on the street and gave her a little talking to with a parasol. And it ended up becoming a big legal case over that episode. I mean, she didn't tell them to do it. They just went ahead and did it. Now, Catherine Dorman was known for having quite a tongue on her. And at one point in 1863, that's a year before the battle, some Yankee troops landed, and they came ashore with one of their cannons, and they didn't come well prepared, so they ended up stealing a horse and a wagon from the Dorman, and she gave him a tongue lashing for it. Now, by this time, she was remarried to someone else, and she chewed those Yankees out something fierce for having stolen their horse and cart. And the Yankees, after parading their cannon around and burning down the local barracks, they went back to their ship, took the cannon with them, and they made sure that her husband was told that you better keep your wife's damn tongue to herself, otherwise we're going to hang you. And of course, that didn't slow her down, because she went ahead and had a few more choice words for the Yankees. The Yankees threatened to burn down her hotel, and she said, go ahead and burn it down if you want. I'll see you in hell. Stuff along those lines. She was not about to put up with their foolishness at all. But I think that gives you some idea of the fieriness there. I mean, you see the bumper stickers about how Texas women kill their own snakes. Well, Catherine Dorman definitely killed her own snakes and fought her own battles. And she lived through several yellow fever epidemics that would sweep the Texas coast, because that was always a constant fear. Boats would come in and they'd bring the infection with them, and it would spread. Although they were supposed to quarantine and they had procedures in place to quarantine, they didn't always work. And back then quarantine was I believe for 90 days, and then it's over. Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and on this September 8th to share the story of Catherine Dorman, the heroine of Sabine Pass. She's one of those characters you ought to be aware of in Texas history. So until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you Vaya con Dios. Goodbye, my friends.